to shield America from long-range missile threat.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Big House. This massive crowd assembled here today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting, "Go Blue." We've been tracking this matchup for weeks, thinking about a possible top 5 collision. Both teams have done their part, and now, here we are. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Nittany Lions will kick this deep to begin the game. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40.
Pick that block up.
Able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
I did not. He went right there.
He's got some room and some blockers here.
Did not throw that like that.
Turn off the INT. They steal their
For one,
possession.
the damn icon came up late.
He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Oh, it's a reverse. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. Brought down.
He should have fumbled.
Defense getting pushed back.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on 4th. Here's a quick throw to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. Kicking team on now for the extra point.
Did not throw that right.
PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Don't even matter to turn around and play in 2 weeks.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Ball handed off.
Dude, keep your block. That'd be a touchdown.
Giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they can run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the tailback's got it again. And it's good for a first down at the 36.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Rush airing this one out toward the sideline. He grabs it inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. No chance to catch him. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Snides the quick throw. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it
That's the
underneath
wrong D.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Oh, shoot.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The pass is caught. They bring him down after a short gain there.
I think it's important to let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it. It's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay with him in man coverage. Very tough to do.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. He hands it off from the gun. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Helm. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Try and muscle for the first down. Breaks loose at the 45. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. The Wolverines come to the line in a hurry up. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. He pulls it in for a big gain. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Here's the handoff.
Ooh, get outside.
Gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field, create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Finding space at the 20. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
And they tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to scramble. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
That was a horrible angle. Literally horrible.
He's in. Touchdown, Penn State.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception in his football game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team's on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne,
Get rid of the ball.
All the great receivers. So this is within their history.
I hate the way he freaking
on.
releases too long.
Here's the second down play.
That's why I had saying.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. And the Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Dude, I am throwing the ball on the RPO. He will not let me throw it.
Second down play coming up.
Razor. 325. Cut it.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing.
Ooh,
Ball's incomplete.
I saw that.
Brings up second down.
That was close.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive.
Clear. Out 55 weak. Yankee blue.
He'll hand it off. Finding space at the 20. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Wolverines have 1st and 10 here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
Ooh, he wasn't blocking nobody. You a decoy.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They're going to run it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short
Get your
gain.
weight up.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Touchdown.
Saw you playing the lane. It was too high.
Answer for this offensive machine.
This guy.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play.
What?
So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. The Wolverines looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Michigan. This offense cannot be stopped. So we're all tied up after that one, Kirk. A potential shootout on our hands here.
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
Point after, up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air, and they keep it going here. He's got it for a big gain. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Oh.
The Nittany Lions will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Chris, I cannot believe we're still in the 1st half. This guy's already got a couple touch.
Looking for a deep completion.
He dropped the ball and they gave him a 1st down.
Incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
He even got an income. Oh my God.
You gotta make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
He's escaping the pocket now. And he's going to launch it deep again. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
Well, we can't cover for 8 seconds.
Inside the 15-yard line. 1st down in great scoring position. The Nittany Lions are in the red zone now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaking tackles. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Movement here from the tight end. They'll give it to the running back. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
They'll try to run it in.
Let's go, Simonette.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal.
Yeah, we in man. And that ain't happening.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Second down and goal upcoming. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, the windows are so tight on these throws for this quarterback. Positive yards are a good thing here. Now it's 3rd and goal, getting so much closer to punching it in.
They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal.
Oh, come on.
Connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. Looking to the end zone. But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop.
You want to be great.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. It's a shotgun run call. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. And the Wolverines come to the line to run the hurry up.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it.
I threw that high because I knew he was covering it. I just needed to get that out of his hands.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game.
I
It's a
got
great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? He'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48. The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Breaking free at the 35. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down to the 27-yard line. The Wolverines with 1st and 10 here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. They'll get to the line here in the no huddle. Takes the handoff here, looking to throw it.
Oh, the wrong button.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always
Also
trying
thought
to
he
make
was
a
going to go the
play.
other way.
And this
He's
time he just
stupid.
wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Hit as he released it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. So now on comes the field.
Ugh.
This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on fourth and very long.
Terrier. 42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And he drops back in the gun. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
Oh, come on, man.
Long throw, incomplete, a fourth down stop. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a fourth down try. Can they get something going here? He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down here for this offense. Caught quickly. Powers through. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
Oh, and another
Good D, baby.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
The ball near midfield. The head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He lets it go on the move. Finds his
Dude, that was my man.
And moves the ball to the 35. Another
I don't know
first
what
down.
happened on
Fourth
that.
down conversion gives him a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. Got to get to the line quickly. First down. Looking to throw the football. And he'll just get rid of it.
Not know
The
what
defense took
happened.
everything away from him. What do you expect him to do?
That should have been a
You
pick.
can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. There's a shot toward the end zone.
Dude,
But it's
pick the
batted
ball.
down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Wow.
That's mine.
Back deep shots.
I saw that.
It's intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Trying to create.
Oh, you slow down and let him go by. Come on, man. I watched it.
All the way down to the 21.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle made after a nice
Literally slow down so he could go by.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of
Too much speed to be going west to east coast.
Get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Need y'all to cover, man.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today.
Dang.
And I don't know if he's done yet.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. And they start the drive with an end-around play.
He clicked off. That's what you get for clicking off.
Oh,
Scary tale.
It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. Just ran away from the defense. And they'll set up with PAT. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down.
I don't know how he's so burnt.
Downfield inside the 35.
Do not know how he's so burnt.
The end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the point after is right down the middle. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Handoff here from the shotgun. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up after a completion just short of the first down marker.
He's tackled at the 34. Coming up, 4th down.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Handoff running right. Some hard running there through a tackle. Breaks loose at the 45.
Oh my God! What the hell?
The offense recovers, but they're way short of the marker. Ends up killing the drive.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
I don't know what that was, but
Wolverines begin a new series here. 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Helm. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
The back's got it.
man, you're right, dude.
3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And a sophomore making an impact
Is
play.
that a blitz?
And just like that, you
And y'all just didn't decide to
this
block.
offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Where's he going?
Fair catch made at the 10. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away. Second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who, of course, played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
Dumps a short throw down to the running back.
I knew he was going to be there.
To pick up solid yardage.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Now that is make-believe. Straight make-believe.
Territory at the 49.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
I can't even believe what I just saw.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Penn State 35, Michigan 28.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Runner finding some space, though. That's a solid gain on the ground.
A lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Bring it down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach fourth quarter offense all year long. The importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on third downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
That's a pick, man.
Downfield. He's tackled. The yardage is good enough for the first down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really,
he's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Breaking free at the 35.
He keep clicking off, man. That is a trip.
Not before a solid game that time.
I don't even understand why you do that.
To run the hurry-up offense. Off the play fake on first down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40. It's a first and 10 play.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Getting set. Here's second down. They'll run it here. Tackled behind
I know that's
the
a
line.
slow
It's a
developer.
loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Throws to the tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Touchdown, Michigan. It was a foot race, and he won it. So here we go. Fourth quarter, they cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. It's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. We'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Let's see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
This guy's throwing for yards every single time he drops back to throw. Believe it or not, he's closing in on almost 450 yards passing in this game.
Crucial third down play right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He makes the grab. They make the tackle, but it's
I'm literally standing right there.
Midfield spotted at the 49.
I'd love to see this late in a game like this with the lead. Get aggressive. Go for it here on third down through the air. Quarterback delivers to his receiver. Comes down with a nice completion on their first down, and they keep that clock moving.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Third down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Get some space around the 30. They pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Oh,
that is ball game.
Defense. That's two separate times. On this drive alone, they've had a chance to maybe get off the field. They'd have these third downs, only to give up first downs. Now, as a defensive coordinator, man, you got to dial up any kind of pressure at all to shoot a gap and try to bust that ball away from these backs.
It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Second down after that previous play. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now it's second down here. And now the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now it's third and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Long enough and good. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
And looking to throw now on first down. And it's caught. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. Well, hurrying to the line here with the clock running. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to chuck it again. Quick completion to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. The Wolverines will crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. Intercept.
And they look like the Michigan player against Ohio State.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And it's a kneel down. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game. An offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win? And they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.